YouTube stars are making the giant leap to feature films, and some are actually good. It's not entirely new to see a familiar face pop up in ensemble cast sometimes. Still, one must undoubtedly be skilled enough to go behind the camera and produce a project for a major studio or streaming service. Enter Rudy Mancuso, who plays a version of himself in Prime Video's musical rom-com, Musica. A young man inflicted by synesthesia is caught in the tight grips of coming of age, torn between his heart, responsibility to his mother, and finding his way through life. Rudy Mancuso goes above and beyond a typical rom-com. Mancuso's chemistry with Camila Mendes is sizzling in Musica. Mancuso, who co-writes and directs, dives into the cinematic world with a delightful romantic comedy. Musica greatly understands the long-standing genre, and Mancuso develops a charming on-screen romance with Riverdale's Camila Mendes, one that developed off-screen, too. Mendes has just come off of another Prime Video rom-com with Upgraded, and proves once again how well-suited she is to the genre and could very well be on her way to becoming a rom-com queen. Her chemistry with Mancuso is palpable, and her character is endearing, albeit cliché. The film wouldn't succeed if they weren't on the same page. Luckily, they are. The film has all the rom-com conventions that make sense for this project: the overbearing mother, a love interest who just wants the lead to try harder, a too-cool-for-school girl who accepts him wholeheartedly, but, for some messed-up reason, that is not enough for Rudy to make the right choice, a messy love triangle, a friendship with a funny comedian, J.B. Smoove, and of course, a lead who needs to get their life together before they entertain a love triangle. Mancuso uses the rom-com structure to tell a deeply moving and exciting story beyond what exists on the surface. Rudy is Brazilian-American, so Mancuso infuses his movie with a deep appreciation for his culture and the liveliness of Brazilian music. He also goes further by tapping into the nuanced effect of culture on Rudy's relationships, as his girlfriend comes from a suburban white family, which has its own set of obstacles for the relationship. Mendes Isabella shares his background, and Mancuso illustrates how healing and comforting it is to have strong common ground. Mancuso also doesn't pit the audience against Rudy's mother, and there is a respectful poking fun at the archetypal mother figure that exists in every culture. Musica is not your typical musical. It's made all the better for it because it's not the norm. There is also the synesthesia, which affects Rudy's life in ways that Francesca Reel's Haley and his mother, Maria Mancuso, cannot comprehend because they are not in his shoes. However, this aspect of the story leads Mancuso to incorporate musical elements that work with his coming-of-age story. Musica is refreshing in that way. It's not a typical musical where people break into song and dance to express their feelings. Mancuso invites us into Rudy's head, allowing us to experience synesthesia in an authentic way. He isn't walking around his neighborhood as it turns into In the Heights in his head.